Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast, 0 minutes into the game and on the North American servers. Now I do have to apologize, because I was going to make a gameplay video today, but I've been recording for 4 hours and haven't gotten a thing. I also did another cast, so I don't know whether or not I uploaded this, just wanted to tell you that. Oh yeah, and I did another cast as well, but the audio was corrupt, so that's why I didn't make a video on Wednesday. Regardless, I do want to make at least one video today, so hopefully this will be a cast to remember, as blue team is already moving in for some devastating moves. However, red team apparently is ready. Let's go over the teams in very quickly. We have KILLI, who might go to the middle or top, I don't know. Assisted by Lulu, who I thought was going to be the support, but there is a Blitzcrank, so of course not, so she could go top or mid. One of these two is going to be somewhere. Blitzcrank is going to support and is probably going to pull someone from this group. If he gets Leona or Zing, oh my, Ryze is away. They still need two more players, and if Lucian is going to walk through here, then he will get spotted. He won't. So Lucian, Blitzcrank spotted. He's going to walk straight into 3 people here. That's not really that good. Blitzcrank going to have to flash away immediately. His rocket grab will even miss, and that will be the end of that, probably. Lucian has 2 fiery pistols ready to shoot, but it won't work. So Blitzcrank taking a lot of damage, burned his flash. All the others are still fine. So nothing else happened. So in the end, it's not all that bad. Dynamic camera, I wasn't ready yet. Kha'Zix, jungler for red team. Kayle will be going to the top, so whoops. Nobody saw that. Kayle, top laner. Haha. As for red team, we have Leona, who will be supporting the Vayne. Vayne is now currently assisting the Xing Zhao. And then we have Fiora top. No, mid. Good people, you're confusing me with all your new metas. We'll see though. Don't know whether or not Fiora can fight that well against the Lulu, but Lulu is a little bit needed in order to attack. So Fiora wants to go in, lunges forward, gets ignited, uses a health potion. Won't get that much in return, but at least it will make it so that she will live for now. So great aggressive play coming through from Fiora, using her lunges as many times as she can. However, Lulu has been able to get level 2, and Fiora not. So yeah, she'll have quite a hassle. Lulu, of course, is no longer able to do a double glitter lance when she hits her hell picks. However, at this part of the game, it isn't really possible anyway. You need to cooldown for that. Regardless, I was going to the top lane where we had Ryze, who is going to fight against the Kayle, so he'll have some issues early on. Pushing, very much so. But other than that, he should be relatively fine in the end. Though, then again, a Kayle in the end is really a pain to deal with as well, is it not? We'll see. Bottom lane, of course, Leona, being the counter that she is to a Blitzcrank, will make it so that Blitzcrank will not be the first to pull her. And even if he manages to pull the Vayne, then still she will have some difficulties, at the very least. So Xing Zhao actually going for a counter initiate onto the Kha'Zix, doing a lot of damage as a Xing Zhao should. That's going to be a quick kill. The thing is, the Kha'Zix was asking for assistance pretty early on against the Fiora, but Fiora refused. Meaning that Xing Zhao, of course, can use his 3 talent strike to kill you immediately. Kha'Zix early on, not that strong. They do need their ultimate to get the damage reduction they need to be relatively tanky. In the beginning, he's squishy as balls. Xing Zhao is perfect for squishies. Now, Kayle going to the middle, finding himself a Fiora, is using the Reckoning as well as the Righteous Fury, gets parried. And that will be the end of that. Kayle returns to the top lane. Leona apparently got rocket grabbed straight on the face, was able to return the damage though, so that's what Leonas are for. Even of course if Blitzcrank does manage to land the rocket grab, she can Zenith Blade straight after the grabbed Vayne to stop damage from happening. Meaning that they can then turn it around into their favor, for Blitzcranks are very squishy early on in the game. Ryze going to drew some power onto the Kayle, who just heals it away. So at least he's trying. It surprises me that he is able to push. Now exhaust coming down onto the Vayne. There's no rocket grab apparently for Blitzcrank is on the run. Zenith Blade now coming through. Who will get stunned? No one for now. Now, lots of damage coming through by Lucian. However, Vayne, of course, with the tumble is able to do a lot more. Grab coming through by Blitzcrank. An immediate flash from the Lucian, making it so that they will survive. Zenith Blade going to land, though. And an amazing Shield of Daybreak. Well, the Zenith Blade was more amazing. However, Blitzcrank is not done yet. Level 4 versus level 3. Blitzcrank, relatively low on the old mana, is able to rocket grab once. Gets Shield of Daybreak on the face, if that is the past stance of Shield of Daybreak. Lulu trying to go for a kill up the rear. Well, the recall is coming down. Will the Glitterlands be in time? Lulu will not succeed. It will! Flash kill! A quick kill onto the Leona. No assist for Blitzcrank, but it doesn't matter. A kill is a kill. Lunges coming through. Kazakh's in a lot of trouble. And what was I talking about? Earlier, I said that Fiora did not help the Xing Zhao, but... What? Why would Kazakh's counter jungle on a Xing Zhao? Well then, sorry for that, I was casting incorrectly there, but that wasn't all that smart from Kazakh's. He should know the damage from a 3 talent strike is way too much for a Kazakh's to handle. Yeah. Alright, sorry. I thought that Xing Zhao counter jungled onto the Kazakh's, of course he did not. For Xing Zhao's, they want to go for Feral Flare, as Kazakh's do not want to go for Feral Flare, they want to go hard and burly. Giving a kill to Xing Zhao, making it so that he will be able to finish his Wriggles Lantern in time. Zenith Blade landing through, a nice dash there by the Lucian, of course. Making it so that he will survive for now. No, Wild Growth forced by Lulu. Blade Vault still off cooldown for Fiora, so it could still be very dangerous for Lulu now that her ultimate is off cooldown. Nice usage there of the Shield of Daybreak, of course, to clear away the ward. And another Zenith Blade. Of course, there is no Shield of Daybreak yet. The Eclipse does land onto both of them. Flash grab there by Blitzcrank. Not too sure what he wants with it. He is too deep into the enemy territory. However, Lucian does not get the exhaust down and a flash from the Vayne. Now it's going to be Leona dying a slow but agonizing death. Oh, nice shield. Oh my god, that was amazing! Holy cow! Did they get out of that? So, I'm going to let you replay that on 2 times slower, because that was amazing. Yeah, we just saw it there, so we're going to have to wait for it. But what happened was that Lucian was in such a position that when Leona Zenith bladed toward him, we're going to slow it down just a little bit. So here we can see Lucian being in a position where if she Zenith blades to Lucian, she will move far ahead. And at that time, condemn away. Safe transportation coming down from Leona. Rocket grab barely missing as well. So that was just amazing. That was really, really amazing. Great synergy in between those people because that was perfect. Xing Zhao as well going for a gank now on the bottom lane. We'll see whether or not he'll succeed. Blitzcrank is going to place a ward down. This is golden. Blitzcrank doesn't have a flash. He already used it. Xing Zhao is going wild. However, Lucian is going to get a kill because of this and might get 2. They're way out of position. Another condemn coming through. Xing Zhao did not get to Blitzcrank thanks to the rocket grab. However, is Lucian going to be able to escape? He already used the Audacious Strike, will not be able to get the 3 Talent Strike. Blitzcrank was too much of a threat. However, he would have gotten the kill on Blitzcrank, but would have died as well. So, no kill for Xing Zhao. 1 auto attack was more than enough to get the Blitzcrank, but the the Power Fist was more than enough to interrupt Xing Zhao in such a way that he will not be able to catch up. Well, apparently, because he didn't die, so it happened. Level 7 onto Rise here. Huh. Well then, he's proving his worth. Oh no, Kazakh's going to get his blue. Well, it was Xing Zhao's blue to begin with. Give it back. Crescent Sweep, of course. Xing Zhao leveled up thanks to that kill, and now it's going to be the Fiora going with the Blade Walls. The knock-up did not succeed, of course. There is still a slowing effect onto the Wild Growth. Top lane is going to get a Runic Prism. I don't care about Runic Prism, I care about lunges. No riposte? Very well. It's probably on cooldown, so why would you use it? Yeah, Rise wants to go hard onto this Kayle. Don't think Rise with his damage is able to do it just yet, but in the end he will be able to. Then again, I'm pretty sure that Kayle will be able to return it. Yeah, it's going to be a hard battle in the end game between those two. I'm willing to see what's going to happen. For now, they're just throwing balls around. Lightning balls, really. Both Reckoning and... Oh? I thought Leona was going to Xenoblade here. Now, the trick is with Blitzcrank, if you are facing a Leona, is that... Oh, that was close. Is, of course, if you can, go for the AD carry. My god, these are very close grabs there. They don't succeed, though. Let me finish, please, bottom lane. No, actually, I need to go top. There's 2 junglers, it's going to be trouble. Oh, Xing Zhao actually saw Kha'Zix there. That was lucky. Just a millisecond earlier, and Xing Zhao would not have gotten away out of that. So what I was going to say is, a thing you can do against Leona, because she does counter you quite a bit, is that she will go for your AD carry. She'll always try to go for your AD carry. So what you can do is position yourself away from your AD carry, so that if she lands her Zenith Blade, you grab her, and then she's under the tower. We'll see whether or not that will happen, though. It is quite a dangerous feat for your AD carry regardless, because he will get Zenith Bladed, and Kha'Zix wants to go for a kill. The slow lands onto the Rise. Rise is already on the run, lands the Runic Prison, will not get the healing required, or will he? Flash in by Kayle, flash away by Kha'Zix, and a quick kill for the top lane. Blitzcrank is level 6. Leona is not. The minute Leona will be level 6, it might be troublesome for the illusion player, for Xing Zhao. Is starting with Dragon. Regardless, there it goes. It's what I told you. However, it's a Leona that is level 6. She is forced to back away though, and will get the full culling onto her face. Solution in the pursue, exhaust coming through onto the vein, so they can go for either Leona. Nope, there's an eclipse. She will be able to tank a lot of the damage. Will it be enough though? One more auto attack will get the quick kill. Another grab by Blitzcrank. Few more auto attacks are all that required. Blitzcrank lives, however Xing Zhao is on its way. One wants to 3 talent strike onto the Lucian. Audacious charge straight after, and then Blitzcrank is ripe for the taking. Blitzcrank, hoping that there has been enough time, will try to execute himself. Of course, it hasn't been 15 seconds ago, so it will be a kill for Vayne. However, not an assist given to Xing Zhao. Then the question is, would he have been able to survive 15 seconds and then get killed by Xing Zhao? Nah, it's too much of a risk, really. Well, Fiora wants to go in hard again. There's still a wild growth. Will it be used? Of course it will be used. Underneath the turret it shall be used. Glitterlands will not hit. And Kha'Zix and Xing Zhao are fighting, so I presume Fiora will be fine on dynamic camera. Yes, leave me alone. Alright then. Of course, there is a 3-minute delay on the game's in-game, so I believe that it is wise to listen to your dynamic camera, for he knows the future. Oh my, Fiora wants to go hard. There is of course no mana on Lulu, so she can't do anything. Great thinking there, Leona. Getting a quick kill on the Lulu. Zenith Blade predicted with the dash. An amazing grab there by Blitzcrank as well, actually. Oh my god, she melted! Now Leona, goodbye. Who will get the kill? Will it be Kha'Zix? Will it be Lucian? They want to give it to Lucian. Smart play, blue team. A lot of beautiful plays here, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of beautiful plays in this game. I'm so glad I casted another game, because I was kind of sad by the previous game. I don't know if I uploaded this. I'll probably upload it after this anyway, but I'm going to spoil it. So I won't upload it. No, this game is already fine by me. So, in the previous game, the blue teams refused to play at 15 minutes. And I felt like, oh my god, I've already commentated like 5 hours today and I've got nothing to return from it. I'll just use this game. I'll just use this crap game and upload it. But I decided, no, you know what? I'm feeling sour. I want one more game. I'll cast one game. It might be an amazing game. And then I'll be able to upload something. And maybe this will be the game that'll kill my voice. I hope. But it will be an awesome game nevertheless. So we'll see. Leona wants to go in hard again. Her turret is lost. So 2 towers for blue team. 0 towers for red team. However, red team able to, at the very least, out farm. Well, not that much, but the mid lane. The mid lane is doing a little bit better, as well as the jungler and the top lane. So they're out farming blue team by a little bit. So if they are able to get kills, is there going to be a solar flare? Yes, there is. Xing Zhao in the rear. He could have crescent swiped, but then he thought, nah, I'm just gonna kill Lucian with it. Har! Or is it on cooldown? No, it's on cooldown, so sorry for that. Vayne getting the kill onto Blitzcrank, and Fiora getting a kill on the Lulu. So gold lead now in favor of red team, in just a flick of a finger. A snap of the finger, not a flick. Do fingers flick? What is flick? Chick flick? Nah. So, 50 minutes in. No, 14 minutes, I can't count. Dragon has been taken by Xing Zhao, so it is still a while for him to do anything useful. He could just try and stack up his Wriggles Lantern to get a Feral Flare, as red team will get the bottom tower. So, more gold for red team, and they're still one tower behind, so in a way you could say, yeah, red team in a good lead. They have dragon control, they now have more kills. They still need one tower though. However, they still have their middle tower, and to be fair, tactically that's your most important tower because it does defend your jungle a little bit. Though losing your two outers actually has the same effect, so yeah, it will be difficult for blue team regardless. They do have a Lulu, who is now in the prime of her life. Actually no, she hasn't finished a single item yet. Fiora is putting her in her place, really. And now Kayle has moved down to the middle lane. They want their final outer turret. Will they succeed? Well, Kayle doesn't really care. She's going to say hello to Xing Zhao. I don't think she gets what it takes to fight him though, and Xing Zhao thinks it too. Ha! Negates most of your 3 talent damage. Goodbye, Xing Zhao. Great timing, knowing that the 3 talent strike is of course the majority of Xing Zhao's damage. Is able to jug it. Oh my, Lucian almost getting in a bad position there, but dives aggressively, gets condemned into the wall though, so he will not be able to survive. One more auto attack coming down from Vayne. Blitzcrank on the run, and of course you cannot run away from a Vayne. She's standing in front of you. Why would you walk towards her? You silly Blitzcrank. You're dead. So double kill for Vayne. However, Kha'Zix is approaching. But Lulu is not approaching, so a little bit of miscommunication there. Kha'Zix, of course, spotted by a ward. Red team wasn't really all that afraid of a single Kha'Zix. And why would you be? He's not having that great of a time in his jungle. Because he died early on against Xing Zhao, of course. And now he gets spotted by Leona. Is Leona afraid of him? She shouldn't be. There's a Fiora just a little bit close by, as well as a Xing Zhao. Kha'Zix will want to jump, but he won't be able to. However, Lulu is able to do a lot of damage onto her. Kha'Zix tried to get the last kill, but that won't work. Lulu still has Wild Growth. Apparently dynamic camera says top lane, but I say no dynamic camera. I want to see the action unfold. And nothing happens. So dynamic camera was right. Top lane is where the party's at. A quick kill for Kayle. Barely surviving though. Oh my, Vayne coming through, condemning the Kha'Zix against the wall. One more auto attack should do, but it will be a Zenith Blade, followed up by an auto attack. Because Blitzcrank was able to grab the... I thought there was something weird. Culling coming through now. Vayne tumbles away to safety. Shield of Daybreak being used to interrupt the culling. However, Leona is low on mana, so she will probably only be able to use an Eclipse, and that will be the end of that. Will it be enough though? Xing Zhao even gets close, but he needs to be careful. Actually, Lucian now changing his directory. He wants a red buff. He will get a red buff. Shut down for Lucian. However, now is lunging babe. Fiora coming through to get all the kills. Condemn against the wall. Just barely though. Just enough. Lucian, will he try to get the kill or will he try to run away? He decides to give a red buff to the Fiora. Maybe if he turned around he had what it takes, but he just used his ability, so he could only auto attack, and it wouldn't have been enough regardless. Well, red team actually starting to take a dominating turn in this game. It was close though, it was very close. So it's still not over yet for blue team. Oh my, oh that's a friendly teleport. Well, it is a friendly teleport. Will it be enough though? One kill coming through. Will there be another? Oh my god, that's a lot of reckoning. However, Ryze wants to survive. No, another reckoning! Gives the double kill to Kayle. An amazing play, 1v2, using of course the intervention as you want to use it when you get all the damage. So when do you use it? When there's 2 people, because 2 people can do more damage than 1. Math. Leona there, getting stunned up, however she returns the favor in tenfold. Gets a lot of damage down on both the Kha'Zix and the Blitzcrank with help of the dragon, of course. Blitzcrank forced to flash away, Kha'Zix is invisible, knocks the Leona up in the air. She is tanky, however, is able to tank it all with her Eclipse. Will finally die to the Lulu, but that won't be enough. Kha'Zix now going to get a lot of damage taken down to his face. Xing Zhao with a kill, Fiora with a kill, red team with a dragon. So, yeah. Not too sure what blue team is thinking. Well, they were fine, but they focused on Leona, who is very strong now. She has a level 5 Eclipse at this point of the game, meaning that she has a lot of armor. She can last for quite a while, and if she's able to do that much damage onto you with the help of the dragon, I believe, because it was an insane amount, so I'm thinking it was dragon. It might have just been her. Because, well, Eclipse does a lot of damage now. As well as Solar Flare, of course, does a little bit, but not enough to do that much damage onto Kha'Zix. Regardless, they were all low. They weren't even able to get the kill onto Leona. Lulu had to force all of her damage out onto her just to get the kill. And then, of course, all of the abilities of blue team were depleted solely to get the kill onto Leona. So it was just cleanup squad after that. Blitzcrank just patrolling the area, seeing if everything is safe. Vayne continued to farm, is finally way ahead onto the Lucian, so she was the only lane for red team that was behind farm-wise. However, Kayle is catching up to the Ryze, so not all is bad. Kayle is playing actually a very great match indeed, and will only start to grow stronger as well. She's just as good as an endgame character as Ryze, and maybe in this situation even better, considering that the damage from red team is all up front. So you have Blade Waltz, will probably get used in the beginning. You have Solar Flare, will probably be used to initiate. Xing Zhao as well, 3 Talent Strike and Crescent Sweep. Well, maybe you want to use Crescent Sweep in the end, but you know how it goes. When people survive with barely any health and you sweep, then you might just sweep them into safety, and you don't want that. Is it sweep? It is Crescent, I know that. Let's see. Yeah, Crescent Sweep. I need to have more faith in me. Look at that Xing Zhao going all by himself. Leona, of course, helping out, and Xing Zhao, thanks to the exhaust, is not able to get the kill onto Lucian, but it's not over yet, of course. Kayle now returning to the battlefield. She is the powerhouse of blue team for now. Blitzcrank will get a grab ready right about now. It is the Leona, however, as I said before, she is unable to use her Eclipse, but she's still able to survive. A great intervention being used to intervene the damage from the Fiora. She will die. Now Kayle just trying to do as much damage as possible, but guess what? Leona is still able to survive and is able to give a triple kill to the Xing Zhao. What do I keep telling you, blue team? Don't initiate onto Leona. Of course, it's Blitzcrank, and you think if we grab her, we're all together, and we do all of our damage at once, she will die. However, her team was very quick to react. Meaning that even though they focused onto Leona, they couldn't focus everything, because they had, well, of course, the Xing Zhao coming in through, the Ryze coming in through, and then Vayne just getting ignored the entire fight through, because, well, if you're focusing on Fiora, you need to kill her before the fight starts. If not, then she's just a nuisance. Again, she was able to survive with barely any health, and she didn't even use her Eclipse, I think. She was a Munchkin. She was silenced. Maybe she used it beforehand. And the animation was bugged because she was a Munchkin. I don't know. Regardless, as a Blitzcrank, it is important to pull the right targets. If you pull the wrong target, you will kill your team. That's the power of a Blitzcrank. It is powerful. That's why it's used a lot. This is a good one to pull. However, a great sidestep by Vayne, making it so that she will survive and gets herself a nice speed boost with the use of the Blade of Ruin King. So, yeah, Vayne mechanics, very good ones. To be fair, the Leona and Vayne has been playing a very... There's a pink word, please see it. Oh, thank God. Blitzcrank, thank God for you. Lulu, oh, it was Fiora flashing in, again going straight for the Leona. Of course, she's the only target to shoot, so why not go for it in this situation? But she's Zenith Blade straight in, Xing Zhao again in the rear. Kha'Zix needs to jump away, has no health whatsoever, so he is on the run. Blitzcrank is on the run. Everyone on blue team is on the run. Who will be able to clean up? Ryze going in with a cheeky teleport, finds himself no one, but he has desperate power. He has movement speed. He has the Runic Prism. Does he have what it takes? One more Essence Flux? No, that's an Ezreal ability. Doesn't matter. Auto attack, hey! That's all you need. Now it's Kayle coming in through. That's the intervention down onto the face of Lucian. It is barely enough to get a quick kill onto the Vayne. As red team decided, let's go for a Baron, guys, it's smart. If your entire team would have done it, then yes, but hey, it worked out. Nobody expected it. Not even the Spanish, and they started the Inquisition, which no one expected as well. So 3 people with a Baron buff. It would have been nicer if more of them had Baron buff. Lulu going straight first into death. Will not survive. Blade Waltz for the finish. A Audacious Charge for the slow. Blitzcrank using the Talisman of Ascension to save the kill? Perhaps. But those are 3 people that you will not be able to kill thanks to the Baron buff. It's an early Baron buff. Well, it's 24 minutes, but considering how this game went, it was relatively early. Now it resulted... Well, thanks to all the fighting, red team has taken a 10,000 gold lead onto blue team, which isn't all that great on 24 minutes, I'll tell you that. 30 seconds left for Dragon, and I do believe that it will once again be red team taking it. Oh, never mind, it's Xingqiao recalling right now. So if Kha'Zix has a timing down, he might be able to cheekily take it. He might. Pings are going down by red team though. Blue team does not expect a thing. They do have a ward. The pink ward that red team has is barely out of range. However, Leona at this point of the game should have a sweeping lance. Kayle wants to go in hard against Ryze. He is quite tanky, but decides not to go in all too hard against her. She was low on old mana. Blitzcrank was approaching though, so Ryze isn't in the clear yet. He has already used teleport, so he won't be able to escape like a cheeky bastard. Will try to kill the Blitzcrank as fast as possible, but a rocket grab will just stun him for long enough to make it a kill for Kayle, who will try to carry her team. She has what it takes. Lucian is 7-7 as well, so he can do it maybe. He started with a Trinity Force, which is of course a great item on Lucian, don't get me wrong, but it's not really brutal damage like a, well, brutalizer. So the culling won't do all that much. Then again, I don't think he'll have the time to use culling, so he wants to use as much bursty periods of damage as possible, which I can understand, of course. So, another turret being destroyed. The Baron up, well, at least 3 members of a red team are able to at least get all the outer turrets for now. Top lane hasn't been touched at all, I must say. Kayle, of course, it's her domain. Ryze is not able to push on her, which is normal because, of course, the... Sorry, that I had to swallow. I'm all out of saliva, by the way, and I don't have a drink. The Righteous Fury of Kayle is, of course, able to prevent Ryze from pushing all that hard. Leona with a Baron buff is scary. If you weren't able to kill her before, you're not going to kill her now. Xingqiao thinks, Blitzcrank is squishy, why not kill him? Because he can flash. Well, I flash after him. Straight into the enemy team. I'm Xingqiao, I'm tanky. Well, that's not something you want to give. A shutdown to Kha'Zix. So, a little bit ballsy there by Xingqiao. Just a little bit. If he had another... Well, it was almost possible. He did place a ward over the wall. So, if he was able to audacious charge over the wall, then it would have been beautiful. In return, it is a Baron less on the red team. So, blue team likes their pickings, wants to go in. They did lose Blitzcrank as well, but they believe we don't need Blitzcrank. Leona believes, well, I don't need Xingqiao. And Zenith Blades onto Lulu, scaring her. There is a ward spotted by purple team, so they are now forced to wait. Which reminds me, why isn't this red team? I changed the settings. I remember doing it previously, and apparently the settings reverted back to purple instead of red. Sorry, normally they're red, so if you are colorblind, I do apologize. I should have put it on red before the game started. I just don't notice it. So then, Blitzcrank using his electrostatic field to try and prevent the push from happening. It did work, so I'll give him props to that, and he can use it every 30 seconds, so he'll be fine. Who will not be fine is Lulu, so goodbye. It's of course a Baroned up Fiora, who is quite fat. She's 8-1 and 6 assists, has a lot of farm under her belt, as well as the Ryze, of course. Most in the game, Ryze. Astonishing. So, another turret bites the dust. That's 5 turrets now for red team, and they want one more. Baron buff, of course, has disappeared, but considering the amount of momentum that they have right about now, I don't believe they need a Baron buff. So they're going straight for the other turret as well. Lulu, of course, is dead, and she is the main wave clearer of our blue team. However, Blitzcrank will not give up. Another static field coming through, and that's a lot of damage coming through by Ryze. Solar Flare coming through, stunning the Lucian. He will be able to flash away, but it won't be enough. Oh, it will be enough! Intervention by Kayle will turn it around, and another kill coming through by Vayne, giving an assist to the Kha'Zix, making him jumpy-wumpy, getting him another kill. And now the only guys remaining are Xingqiao, who was of course split pushing, and Fiora, who was doing the same. Fiora, not able to get anyone out of this, decides to go for the tower. But considering blue team is still so close to the base, she won't be able to. She needs to protect her little boyfriend, Xingqiao. Which will probably work. Kayle's intervention, of course, doesn't have that much of a cooldown, but she just used it, so if they would have known, a Blades Waltz would have been enough. Blue team, however, on the pursuit. Kale wants to give himself movement speed. Giving the Lulu might have made it so that she was able to catch up to her. Xing Zhao trying to go straight for Delusion. Did not succeed. Instead is going to get caught by Kha'Zix. Dodges the rocket grab for the very least, but will die in the process. Fiora now getting caught by the Kale. She does have intervention already. I said it before. Has a very low cooldown. A quick dash away, though, from the Fiora will mean death, apparently. Well, she tried. Flash as well as a lunge, but it wasn't enough. A pity. Red team with a little bit of a disrespect here for blue team, making it so that they make it possible for blue team to turn this around just a little bit. It's the power of a Blitzcrank, of course. You can try to defend, but if he lands a rocket grab, you are dead at this point of the game. That's a slow coming through onto you, so it's even easier for Blitzcrank to land those. If Lulu or Kale are able to slow you down, flash in, coming through won't be enough, or will it? Solar Flare with the Fiora, able to stun the Blitzcrank, and he will die. As well as Kale. Vayne wants to go in through, will not succeed in surviving though, but I believe that his mates, the Rise and the Leona, will be more than enough for the cleanup. So you did your job. Now it's blue team with the disrespect on red team there. They stayed a little bit too long for their welcome there. Okay, you got the kills onto red team. Congrats. However, red team is still ahead on you. Rise thinking that he can outrun a Lulu with his desperate power. That was truly desperate. Baron is going to respawn though. It's already there, so Xing Zhao is hammering on it, I presume, because he is a Xing Zhao. Has more than enough lifesteal to continue to pound on the beast. And yeah, that'll be that. Red team with another Baron. Easy there. So yeah, blue team will be on the defensive again. Though this time around it won't be as easy for red team to get on top of blue team's base. Because the only towers that are remaining are the inhibitor towers, who slowly regen, of course. And other than that, considering that blue team's wave clear is better than that of red team's, it means that they have all the time in the world, really. They'll just have to turtle it out. We'll see what red team will do, of course. They need to be careful. I mean, all they can hope for is that Blitzcrank tries to grab them and grabs the wrong person. Or that Kha'Zix gets caught in his own jungle. He'll try to jump. Well, that's evolved wings for you. He wants his red, but I don't believe he can do it. Oh my, you cheeky fellow. Oh no, everyone getting caught here. What are they doing outside of their base? What did I just tell you? Don't do that. Kale trying to do as much as possible, but it's not enough. The crowd control is too much. Kha'Zix now on the run. Will try to run away, but a quick ward of Vayne makes it so that she does not lose her movement speed. And now it's Xing Zhao getting a quick kill on the Blitzcrank. So, yeah. That probably sealed the fate of a blue team, and it did, so surrender coming through. Not too sure why they were all out of their base there. Well, a complete misdeduction on my part then. Regardless, guys, I do hope you enjoyed. It was a beautiful game in the beginning. I'm glad I casted this, and I hope you are glad as well. And I will see you next time. Whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.